Hello, friends, and thank you as always for visiting the Legend Sports Universe YouTube channel, Legend Sports Universe, where legends play forever. There are 4 games left in the regular season of Year 4 of the FSBL, and we return to Wrigley Field, where the Pittsburgh Pirates look to close the deficit to 1 in the finale of their 3-game series against the division-leading Chicago Cubs. The Pirates were stymied in the opener by Rick Reuschel, who outdueled Deacon Phillippe. But Cannonball and Morris came through with a gem yesterday, a shutout, to even the series and get the ball to recent call-up Sam Leever, who took Ray Kremer's spot in the rotation and will try to get the Pirates within a single game entering the final weekend of the regular season. Rookie Lon Warneke goes for the Cubs, 11-11, a 3.35 earned run average, a solid rookie campaign for the right-hander. And he will lock up with Leever. We'll get to Leever in the bottom half, but he will start off facing Fred Clark. Clark banged .256, 16 homers, 49 runs batted in.
Number 58.
Warneke delivers. First pitch skied out to left. Andy Pafko is underneath it, puts it away for the first out.
Batting second.
So quickly, 1 pitch, 1 out. Your Pirates lineup: Clark, Stenzel, and Clemente. Stargell, Elliott, and Van Slyke. Bell, Walker, and Sanguian round things out for Pittsburgh. So here's Jake Stenzel. Stenzel will be the designated hitter today. He's batting .267. First pitch fastball up and away. Stenzel swings and misses. It's 0-1. Stenzel comes in riding a 12-game hitting streak, 21 homers, 52 runs batted in on the season. Warneke deals. Ground ball to short. Dallin charges, throws across his body, and quickly there's 2 away. A good start for Warneke.
The right fielder, Roberto.
Here in the top of the first, he'll face Roberto Clemente, the rookie, .276, 22 homers, 77 RBIs. It's like when the game says that a rookie has a career high in his stat. Everything's a career high for a rookie. Warneke offers. First pitch fastball at the knees, a call and strike. They rub some dirt on the bat, try to help the grip a little. Warneke deals. Fastball misses away. It's 1-1. Offering there. Clemente lifts it out to right center, but is fielded on the retreat by Javi Baez. And the side is retired, so a 1-2-3 inning for Warneke. We'll head to the bottom of the first here at Wrigley. Pirates nothing. Cubs coming up, and they will face Sam Leever. Leever down in the minors for most of the season, but Ray Kremer struggled late. And at the September 1st call-up, Sam Leever got the call. He's pitched to a 1.98 ERA despite the 1-2 record in 4 starts. He'll open up here facing Bill Lang, the center fielder. Lang batting .296. As our good friend of the channel, Dwayne Marks, tunes in. How are you there, Dwayne? Good to see you, my friend. Hope you are well, sir. On this Friday evening, be sure to check out Dwayne's fabulous channel. A constant stream of baseball content on Dwayne's channel and some auto racing as well. Breaking ball there, tap back to the mound. Leever comes off the mound, fields it himself. Flips to Stargell at first, and there's 1 away.
Batting second. The first
Your Cubs lineup: Lang, Cavaretta, and Hack. Nicholson, Santo, and Pafko. Baez, Hartnett, and Bill Dallin. Beautiful sunny day here in Chicago. Here's Phil Cavaretta. Cavaretta batting .267. Straight fastball there from Leever is fouled off. It's 0-1. Breaking ball there. Cavaretta slashes it down to third. Picked nicely by Elliott. And there's 2 away. Cavaretta tried to smack that one the other way. Elliott kind of olayed that ball a little bit, but fields it nicely. Here's Stan Hack, 291, 15 homers, 66 RBIs. Those 15 dingers, a career high for Hack. His average, its usual solid self. Fastball misses inside. 2-0 offering. Hack skies this one, shallow right center. Coming on, it's a long run. It's going to fall in front of Van Slyke, and he's going for 2, and Hack just terrible base running play there. Hack trying to make something happen, but Van Slyke pulled up, played that neatly on the hop, and Hack had no opportunity to get in there with a double. So trying to get into scoring position, but that is just bad base running by Stan Hack. We head to the second scoreless. Here's Willie Stargell. Stargell batting .274. First pitch fastball is in for a called strike. Again, Cubs, 2-game lead here in the division. They defeated the Pirates in the opener of this series, but the Pirates took game 2. Each team has one series left after today. Fastball at the knees. It's 1-2. Warneke deals. Fastball swung on and missed, and down goes Stargell for the first out here in the top of the second.
That is fifth. The third baseman.
Warneke starts him out down low and gets him with the high fastball for the strikeout. So Stargell set aside. Here's Bob Elliott. Elliott, after winning the National League batting title a year ago, batting only .251 this season, he takes the fastball for strike 1. 18 homers, 59 runs batted in for Elliott. Cardinals also sit only 2 games back in the division. The final series going on from here. The Cubs will face the Reds. The Pirates will take on the Brewers. Cardinals have a game in hand, actually. The Cardinals have a 4-game series coming up against the Philadelphia Phillies. Phillies, the best team in the National League. Screwball there from Warneke, gets Elliott, swung on and missed. Second strikeout for Warneke, and there's 2 away. So here's Andy Van Slyke, slick batting .264. It's first pitch fastball for strike 1.
21 homers, 64 RBIs for Van Slyke.
Oh, 1 pitch. Fastball misses away. Warneke deals. Fastball misses down low. 2-1 the count. Fastball there, Van Slyke lines it out to center, going back.
On it is Lang, still going back. He makes
Lang on the edge of the warning track, makes contact with the ivy, but is able to pull up before crashing into the wall. Nice play by Bill Lang to end the top of the second. We go to the bottom half, scoreless here at Wrigley. So the rookie Bill Nicholson will lead things off in the bottom of the second, 4th in the National League in homers with 37, average down at .230. 76 RBI. It's still a very strong season for Nicholson, and again, a huge boon for the
Cubs, who for the
of the FSBL have just gotten no output offensively from the corner outfield position. Nicholson has helped change that. Cubs on the brink of their first postseason berth in FSBL history. Breaking ball misses down and in. It's 1-1. First ball misses down low. 2-1 count. Mets and Dodgers tied for the second wild card position. Braves still holding on to home field for the wild card game. Nicholson scalds that ball into right field for a base hit. Clemente gets it in quickly. And breaking ball there from Leever, and Nicholson punished it. 114-7 off the bat. So the leadoff man is on. Here's Ron Santo. Nicholson and Santo went back-to-back in that first game of the series. Runner going hit and run there, and Nicholson is thrown out. A perfect strike from Sanguian. Santo swings and misses, and Nicholson is dead to rights. Good throw from Sanguian, puts it on the money. So the Cubs clearly trying to press the issue here in the finale of this series. No problem with that one. Stan Hack trying to stretch the Phillippe single into the double was rather stupid base run. That was just trying a hit and run that didn't work. Breaking ball misses away. It's 2-1. Santo loops one down the right field line, slicing away from Clemente. Long run, and he gets it on the trap. They say that hit the grass. Good effort from Clemente. Long way to range for this ball. I thought for a moment he might have a play on it, but it hits the ground. I want to see that. The way that looked, that actually looked like he caught it. So let's take a look at how close Clemente comes to this ball. Down the right field line. Yep, hopped right in front of him. That's how we're going to get the camera closer. You can see a little bit better. I don't do that nearly enough. I always feel like people are already giving me an hour and a half of their time for these games. Trying to stretch them out any longer than needed. So here's Pafko, 261, 13 homers, 47 RBIs. As Wayne properly notes, Cubs running in the outs early here. The Hack one was the really bad one. That's a bloop in the right center. I know it was kind of in no man's land, but you better be really fast to make that play. Van Slyke played it perfectly on the hop, and he was dead to rights. But Leever gets the double play ball here after the bloop single, 6-4-3, neatly turned. We'll head to the top of the third. Pirates nothing, Cubs nothing here at Wrigley. Jay Bell, batting .247, will lead off the top of the third for the Pirates. 18 homers, a career best 54 ribbies for Bell. If you missed it last night, I will, and I don't usually self-plug in this kind of a fashion, go back and watch the Dodgers-A's clash last night. This is the end of year 4 of the FSBL. Last night's game was the best pitcher's duel in FSBL history. Sandy Koufax and Rube Waddell just matching gems as the Dodgers face the A's. 2-0 the count. Here is Warneke, deals to Bell. Fastball at the knees for strike one. That low strike has been there so far today. 2-1 pitch. Fastball swung on and missed. Falling behind 2-0. Warneke has the count back to 2-2. Shot, old foul. I should tell you what a crazy game. Thought you were going to have one for the history book. So did I. That was that was just a lot of fun to call. Change up down and in. Bell swings and misses. Warneke picks up strikeout number 3. And there's one away here in the top of the third.
The second baseman.
Yeah, I mean, Koufax was on his game. Waddell was on his game. Yeah, that became history. History was close. That's as close as you can get. Curveball misses away. 277, 9 homers, 24 runs batted in on the year for Walker. Started the year in the minors. Got called up when Bill Mazeroski was just an offensive black hole. Walker has done a solid job throughout the season in part-time duty. 1-1 the count. Fastball, ooh, borderline pitch. Warneke doesn't get the call. It's 2-1. Curveball. In for a call strike, and it's 2-2. Warneke delivers. Curveball in the dirt, and the count goes full. 3-2 pitch. Change-up fouled off. Walker holds at 3-2 with 1 away. Dwayne, those could have been one of those games that would have went down as a great trivia question for the league. Yes, absolutely. Fastball, swing and miss there. Down goes Walker, so Warneke is on his game. That's 4 strikeouts here. 2 down here in the top of the third. Here's Sanguin, batting 273. And if you remember, I mean, the FSBL we've only had 2 no-hitters. Drew Waddell threw one of them back in year 1. And then this year, Kurt Schilling threw the perfect game for the Diamondbacks against the Rockies. Both of those games were simmed, though. I have not had the opportunity to call a no-hitter. Had a couple of flirtations. Or last night, so there was the early win game for the Indians. I think that was the year 2 postseason against the A's. Early win took one. I got to go back and look. It was into the 8th. I think it was late 8th. It might have even been the beginning of the 9th. And Manny Ramirez was playing left, and Manny laid out and had a diving attempt. Tough play, not Manny's fault, but came off the tip of his glove, and that's what broke up the early win no-hitter. But that's the closest that I've come to actually calling. Speaking of the tribe, our good friend Tim tunes in. How are you, my friend? Good to see you. Yeah, the poor Rockies struggling. Pirates struggling here as well as Lon Warneke on his game. Strikes out the side here in the third. We'll head to the bottom half. Pirates nothing, Cubs nothing. Baez, Hartnett, and Dallin due up for Chicago. Yeah, the Rockies, man, I don't know. In talking real life now, I don't know how the Rockies fix what's broken there. They've got nothing.
The second baseman, Javier.
They have absolutely nothing. Here's Baez batting 247. Breaking ball, smacked down to first. Stargell playing first today, takes it to the bag for out number 1. Better news, we could get Dave Gardner to do a Rocky Spiders series. Gabby Hartnett steps in, batting 208, 18 homers, 47 RBIs. Just a miserable season for Hartnett. Fastball down and in. Closing in on the 100 home run mark for his career. Breaking ball pulled foul. Hartnett has just not been able to get it on track at any point. Breaking ball misses away at 1-2. You had told the Cubbies that Gabby Hartnett would hit 208 this year. And they would be atop the NL Central anyway. They would have said you were crazy. Again, the Central has been very weak, very erratic all season long. Cubs only 2 games over 500. Hartnett swings and misses. That's the first strikeout for Sam Leever, and there's 2 away.
The shortstop, number 56.
See the StatCast breakdown. In for 2, out for 3, and away he goes. 3 straight curveballs from Sam Leever. Here's Bill Dallin. Dallin batting 235. Fly ball to left. That'll be an easy play for Clark. He's under it. And the side is retired. So we're a third of the way through here at Wrigley. We'll head to the top of the fourth. Pirates nothing, Cubs nothing. Chase for the division lead. Cubs lead it by 2. 3 games to play after this one. Fred Clark will lead things off in the top of the fourth. Both pitchers have faced the minimum. The only difference is the Cubs actually have 3 hits. Stan Hack was thrown out trying to stretch a single into a double. Bill Nicholson was thrown out trying to steal on a failed hit and run attempt. And then the Cubs also hit into a double play. That ball carried well out to left from Clark, but Pafko tracks it down for out number 1. Here's Jake Stenzel. He grounded out his first time up. Tim says, as soon as I throw a Rockies party, I see that they beat the Yankees at home tonight. That's baseball, Susan. Fly ball to right. Nicholson puts it away for out number 2.
The right fielder, number 21, Roberto Clemente.
So that'll bring up Clemente. Clemente lined out his first time up. Dwayne knows game 1 was the same way. Pittsburgh warning track power. That is true. That is true. I mean, Reuschel threw a great game in that one, but yeah, the Pirates sent a few deep fly balls that couldn't quite find their way into the seats. Change up. In for a called strike. 1-1 offer. Fastball swung on and missed. So Warneke a hot head of Clemente here, 1-2. 44 pitches, 31 strikes so far for Warneke. Fastball swung on and missed, and down goes Clemente, and Warneke just continues to chew through the Pirates lineup. We'll head to the bottom of the fourth here in Chicago. Pirates nothing, Cubs nothing from Wrigley. So here's Bill Lang. Lang grounded out his first time up.
The center fielder, number 0.
Breaking ball, sky to right. Clemente retreats a couple steps, has it lined up, puts it away for out number 1.
Now batting, number 44.
Give me 1 second. I think my dog is banging a water ball. Sorry about that. Heading to the world's greatest dog. 1 away. Here's Cavaretta. He's 0 for 1. Fastball is in for a called strike. Delivers. There's a shot down the right field line, hooking foul. Cavaretta tattooed that ball, but just out a little bit in front. 0-2 the count. Breaking ball. Cavaretta grounds this one to second. Walker takes the room service hop, throws to first, and there's 2 away.
Now back, the designated hitter, Dan Hack.
So that'll bring up Hack. Hack singled in the first, but was thrown out by about 40 feet, trying to stretch a bloop single into a double. And I don't know what he was thinking moment. Fastball misses up high. don't know if he was anticipating Van Slyke diving and not coming up with it, but Van Slyke just kind of calmly waited for that ball to hit the grass, bounce up to him, and threw a hack out with plenty of room to spare. Foul ball there, and the count goes to 2-1. This ball was a called strike. 2-2 the count. Leever deals. Fly ball out to right center. Long run for Clemente, ranging over. He'll play it on the hop, and this time he's going to hold at first. So it's good to see players learn from their mistakes. Stan Hack decides not to do stupid base running on the second consecutive group single to right center. Here's Bill Nicholson. Nicholson roped the single his first time. Fastball up and away. Leever delivers. Fastball. Ooh. Borderline call at the top of the zone. Goes in Lever's favor. It's 1-1. From the set. Delivers. Fastball misses inside. Ball. Down low. Bring in 1 the count. Leever delivers. Fastball misses up and in for ball 4. So Nicholson draws the 2-out walk, and now the Cubs have first and second. There are 2 outs. Here's Ron Santos. Santos singled his first time up. Curveball. Santo grounds at the short, but right at Bell. Flips to Walker. And the side is retired with the force at second. So the Cubs strand a pair. 4 hits, no runs for the Cubs to this point. We'll head to the top of the 5th. Still scoreless here on a beautiful sunny day at Wrigley Field. Leading things off for Pittsburgh, Willie Stargell. Stargell struck out his first time up. Lon Warneke has just been terrific to this point. Fastball, Stargell, high fly ball to right. Nicholson goes back, couple steps shy of the warning track. Puts it away for out number 1. There's that Pirates kind of warning track power. Wayne just mentioned in the chat. Here's Elliott. He struck out his first time up as well. Curveball. Foul off. He deals. Foul off again. He's ahead 0-2. He delivers. Fastball, chopped to the right-hand side. Gobbled up by Baez. Throws to first. Elliott's retired. There's 2 away.
The batter, number 18.
Here's Andy Van Slyke. Van Slyke 0 for 1. Lined out his first time up. So the playoff picture at this point, the American League's 5 teams are set. Twins have all but clinched the AL Central. So the Tigers, barring catastrophe for the Twins over the final couple days of the season, Tigers will be locked into the wild card spot. It appears as though they will head to Boston for the wild card game. The A's will host the winner of the wild card game. New York Yankees, barring a dramatic turn of events over the last 4 days of the season, the Yankees will host the Twins. Have home field advantage, at least, against the Twins. starting in the Bronx in the American League Division Series. On the National League side of the ledger, the Phillies and Giants have clinched their divisions. The Braves currently hold the top wild card spot, clinging to a 1.5-game lead for the top seed. The Mets and Dodgers are tied. That shot is over Nicholson's head in right field. That's going to be extra bases. That's at least 2, going for 3. And he's going to pull in at third with a triple. So Andy Van Slyke, his 7th triple of the season, hits a scorcher over the head of Phil Nicholson out in right. And the Pirates have their first hit and also have the opportunity for the first run of the game 90 feet from home plate as Jay Bell steps up. As things stand, the Phillies would host the winner of the wild card game. Giants would host the winner of the Central. Presumably one of these 2 teams. And the Cubs 2 games up on the Pirates and the Cardinals. 0-2 the count. Warneke working to Bell. Here's the pitch. Fastball up and away. Bell lays off. Curveball. This is down low. 2-2 the count. Change up misses down and in. 3-2. Hartnett trying to get Warneke back on track. 3-2 pitch. Breaking ball. Wide to right. Slicing, but Nicholson is there. Makes the grab, and the side is retired. So Van Slyke's 2-out triple goes for naught. He's left stranded at third. We're midway through here at Wrigley. Pirates nothing, Cubs nothing. Here's Andy Pafko. He grounded out his first time.
Leading off for the Cubs, the left fielder, number 52.
Sam Leever has thrown 41 pitches through 4. First pitch is smoked, but foul. Curveball there. Top down to third. Elliott has it on the hop. Throws the first. There's one away. Pafko hits it weakly down to third for the first out of the inning.
Now back, the second baseman, Javier Baez.
So that'll bring up Javi Baez. He grounded out his first time. First pitch from Leever misses inside. Ball misses down low. 2-0 pitch. One misses low as well. Baez lays off. 3-0 the count. Fastball right down the middle. Baez takes. Todd B joins us at Ferris Bueller bobblehead giveaway day. Sure, why not? Better than Steve Bartman bobblehead day. Ground ball foul, and the count goes full. Three-2 offering. Leever delivers. Fastball misses down low for ball 4. So it's a 1-out walk for Baez. And that'll bring up Gabby Hartnett. Hartnett struck out his first time. Coming up in the next week on the channel, we'll wrap up here year 4 of the regular season of year 4 of the FSBL and get the playoffs underway. We will also start the playoffs for year 1 of the Franchise Star Basketball Association. Those playoffs will kick off in the coming week, and we will have another boxing card as well. for the Legend Sports Universe Boxing Federation Championship Tournament Series. 0-1 pitch. Curveball misses down low. One offering. Fastball misses inside. 2-1. Leever deals. Hartnett scorches this one. That's a base hit into right center. That could be extra bases. Hartnett does not run well. He's going to take the turn, though, as the throw comes into the cutoff man on the infield. The run scores. Hartnett takes second. Badly defended by the Pirates. No cutoff man in place for Andy Van Slyke. That ball bounces onto the infield. The run comes in to score. Hartnett takes second, and the Cubs take a 1-0 lead. So that'll bring up Bill Dallin. First ball there is fouled off. That's a mistake the Pirates can't make. That run might have scored anyway. But letting Hartnett go to second was completely because of the lack of the cutoff man there. Curveball in for a called strike to Dallin. Leever's ahead of him 0-2. Curveball misses away. 1-2 the count. Celtics finished, 73-9 for the Celtics in the regular season. They're really good. And they don't even have so many of their top guys yet. They obviously still have plenty of talent, but they're the most balanced team in the league. They're very good defensively. But I mean, the Lakers had the second best record, and the Lakers lost, I think, 15 games, something like that. So we'll see. We'll see if anybody can kick either of them off. I mean, before the season started, I thought it would be Celtics and Lakers. Smart money there. I think the Knicks are capable of taking the Celtics. And I think the Sixers actually could give them a decent test. You know, even with Jordan, the Bulls don't have enough guys on the roster in year one to push the Celtics. But Knicks or 76ers could at least give them a series. Line shot to short, played by Bell, runner's hold.
Now back, number 44.
So 2 down, runners at the quarters. Here's Phil Cavaretta. Cavaretta is 0 for 2. Breaking ball in the center. Bell lays out, can't come up with it, and that's going to be an RBI single. Hartnett comes in to score. Cavaretta singles in the center, and it's 2-0 Cubbies. A little bit of a 2-out rally being put together here by Chicago. That'll bring up Stan Hack. Hack is 2 for 2. Todd asked if a Golden State collapse, maybe, possibly. Possibly. It would certainly be something to rival that. Golden State can give the Lakers a challenge in the West, though, in the FSBL playoffs. Golden State's got a real nice team. They had a really good draw. Line shot to third. Elliott picks it, and the side is retired. But the Cubs strike for a pair. We'll head to the 6th here at Wrigley. Cubs 2, Pirates nothing. Here's Neil Walker. Walker is 0 for 1.
The second baseman.
Struck out. Back in the third. Fastball. Walker puts this one down the right field line. That's going to be a base hit. Cut off by Nicholson. Walker will pull in at first and hold there. Good job by Nicholson getting to that ball quickly.
The batter, the catcher.
2 hits allowed. No walks for Warneke. He has struck out 6 through 5. Terrific start for the rookie right-hander. Here's Manny Sanguin. He's 0 for 1. That's ball on the outside corner. Sanguin struck out his first time. steals. Fastball is a called strike. He's ahead of Sanguin 0-2. Fred Clark waits on deck. Screwball swung on and missed. Down goes Sanguin. 7th strikeout for Lon Warneke. He has just been sensational in this one. Again, if the Cubs win this, the Pirates would be 3 games back with 3 left to play. Pirates win this, suddenly they're only 1 game back heading into the final weekend. Single there into right field. Pirates trying to get something going. Nicholson's throw to third is not in time. Runners at the corners. On the base hit there for Fred Clark. So 1 away. Runners at the corners. Here's Jake Stenzel. Stenzel is 0 for 2. Changeup misses down low. Still lurking in the background, the St. Louis Cardinals, who are also 2 games behind the Cubs. 2.5 games behind the Cubs. They have a game in hand. They start a 4-game series against the National League's best team, or at least the team with the best record, the Philadelphia Phillies. Skied out to center. That should get a run home. Lang puts it away. Runner tagging. Throw comes home. It's cut off by Cavaretta. The yell for him to relay it home. He wouldn't have had Walker anyway. It's a sacrifice fly for Jake Stenzel. And the Pirates cut the deficit to 2-1. So here's Clemente. The rookie is 0 for 2. He has struck down and lined out. He has gone 1 for 10 in the series. Curveball taken low. Louis Stargell waits on deck. Clemente 2nd in the National League in doubles, 51. Slow start to the rookie campaign for Clemente, but he has gotten better as the year has gone on. Fastball there on the inside corner. It's 1-1. Throw over to first. Clark dives back in. Fastball. This is up and away. 2-1 the count. The Mets in a slugfest with the Marlins down in Miami. 10-8. Again, the Mets tied with the Dodgers for the 2nd wild card spot. Braves will play the Brewers later. Johnny Sane goes for Atlanta. Atlanta tries to keep hold on the top wild card spot. Change up there. Clemente fouls it off. Clemente, high fly ball to right center. Lang drifts towards the gap. He's there. Puts it away. And the side is retired. So the Bucs get 1. We're hoping for more. They cut the deficit in half. We head to the bottom of the 6th at Wrigley. It's 2-1 Chicago. Here's Nicholson. He's 1 for 1.
The right fielder.
Single back in the 2nd. Curveball. This is down low. 37 homers in a very strong rookie campaign for Bill Nicholson. Average is low. He has provided some thumps, and that stretched the lineup out a bit here. Fastball misses away, 2-0 the count. Fastball swung on and missed. Teams here in this National League Central, nobody giving them much of an opportunity against anybody else in the postseason. This ball is scorched to left field. Going back on it is Clark. It's over his head. Off the base of the wall in the ivy. Nicholson will get in the 2nd with a double to start off the bottom of the 6th. 14th double of the season for Nicholson. Todd notes, love the scrolling scores down below. Wish some of the other sim games could do that. Yes. We've had this conversation before. This game does so many things incredibly well. That the little things that it gets wrong just make you scratch your head. The one thing that I wish that it didn't do on the scroll is I wish it kept things as of entering today. We'll get back to that in a minute. Sam Leever is going to come out of this game. Coming on, Rick Reuschel. Reuschel 0-2 with 3.89 ERA and 25 appearances. So the Pirates not going to wait. Again, Leever has pitched well. They decide to go to Reuschel here to face Santo in the bottom of the sixth. So those records that you see there, like the wild card records that are listed now. So in order to get the scroll for the current day's games to happen, you have to sim them before you start, like the broadcast. Then it does them like where they would be played in the day. So if you're playing a day game, even if you sim the night games, it acts like they haven't been played yet. So it's really like keeping up with things as they're happening during the day, which is great. But it updates the standings in the scroll that it shows before the scoreboard. It updates the records in the standings as soon as you sim it. So, like, they're not in lockstep with each other, which is kind of silly. And again, it's, a great idea, but seemingly a silly way to kind of implement it. Like, everything standings-wise should be entering the day of play that you're on. Again, they're not counting on somebody sitting here streaming games like this. Like, I understand that. But I just feel like, as a general thing, it's kind of a silly way to do it. Pasco drills this one to center. Van Slyke is there, makes the grab. Runner will not attempt to tag. So 2 away now in the bottom of the sixth. That'll bring up Javi Baez. Baez is 0 for 1. He has walked and scored. And that thing with doing the records, it really doesn't really matter until you're in a situation like this where, like, you're covering the pennant race. And you're like, hey, this team is half a game behind, and then they win and the other team lose. It shows that, like, the one team was like a half game behind or a game behind. And then you see that team wins and the other team they were chasing loses. It's like, oh, they're tied now. It's like, no, those standings are actually reflecting those results already. Again, in the grand scheme of things, not huge. Just for my purposes, mildly annoying. 1-2 the count. Reuschel works to buy it. Slider misses down low. It's 2-2. There's the pitch. Another curveball misses down low. Full count to Baez. Bartlett waits on deck. Three-two pitch. Fastball away. Baez reaches, gets a piece of it. Full count offering from Reuschel, trying to get out of trouble. Fastball swung on and missed. He whips Baez to end the bottom of the sixth. Terrific job out of the pen from Rick Reuschel. To follow up Sam Leever, we head to the top of the seventh here at Wrigley. It's 2-1 Cubs. Here's Willie Stargell. He is 0 for 2 as he steps in to face Lon Warneke, who has been terrific today. Screwball from Warneke misses down and in. There is bullpen action going for Chicago. Dick Kidrow and Rick Sutcliffe throwing in the Cubs bullpen. There's a lot of facial hair out there. 1-0 the count. Fastball tails away. It's 2-0. Ground ball up the middle, and it's a base hit for Stargell. So Stargell opens up the top of the 7th with a single. I don't think you're running for Stargell, though. You don't want to take him out. He might get another at bat. But that's going to be the end for Warneke. So the Cubs, Warneke with a good pitch count. Little bit surprised by this one. This is a game call. This isn't me making a bullpen change. But Lon Warneke, who has thrown really well here today, comes out. Here's Felix Rodriguez. Rodriguez has been terrific. 9-2, a 1.51 ERA in 43 appearances for Efrod after coming over from the Giants. All right, so let me check out a couple of things here. Your final score, final box score there, line score rather, on Warneke. 6 innings, 4 hits, 1 run, no walks, 7 strikeouts. But that pitch count, I'm very surprised that they are taking him out here. But now it's Felix Rodriguez to face Bob Elliott. Elliott is 0 for 2. Stargell on first does represent the tying run, but it's the 7th. You may very well get Stargell up again. I don't know if you're the Pirates if you take Stargell out here. I'm electing not to pinch run for him. I don't love taking big bats out unless it's a very clear situation. 20-25 baseball all over. 1-1 the count. Elliott in the left field. That's going to get down for a base hit. So it's first and second for the Pirates. Here in the top of the 7th, the Bucs trying to get something going as they try to get the division deficit down to a game entering the final weekend. Here's Andy Van Slyke. Van Slyke is 1 for 2. Fastball misses up high. And Slyke, not somebody who's likely going to be bunting. I mean, now that I said that, he's probably going to square around. And Slyke really shouldn't be bunting in this situation. And Slyke will be hard to double up. He runs well. 1-0 pitch. Fastball misses down and in. It's 2-0, and Rodriguez perhaps getting into a little bit of trouble here. Delivery. Tap back to the mound. Slowly hit. Rodriguez's only play is the first. So that essentially serves the same thing as a sacrifice. Van Slyke taps it back to the mound. And there's 1 away. So that'll bring up Jay Bell. Bell is 0 for 2. He has struck out and flown out. He is 0 for 8 in the series. Clark, the Cubs, trying to put a little bit of a hex on top of the Chicago dugout. All right. I got to see here because I kind of feel like you're probably, if you're the Cubs, you're probably walking Bell trying to set up the double play ball here. What is the Cubs bullpen situation? I feel like they should have a lefty throwing. So they're going to walk Bell below the bases, set up the potential double play ball. That'll bring up the switch hitter Neil Walker. Walker 1 for 2. Single and a run scored. But I'm not sure that Walker... You can leave Rodriguez in here to face... Walker's terrible against lefties. That would get him out. All right, let's see. If we can get Marshall past the midway point, of being ready, Sean Marshall will come in and try to deal with this. Check. All right, Marshall's warmed up enough. So, we're going to have Marshall come in. Hold on 1 second. Let me check. Ah, God damn it, sorry. Check out what the Pirates' bench situation is first. Mazeroski can't hit. Starling Marte is over there. They do have a few options for a right-handed bat over Walker. Well, because Walker can't hit lefties. I think what we're going to do is, from the Cubs' perspective, Marshall's going to come in.
Your attention, please.
For Rodriguez. 3-1, a 3.25 earned run average in 51 appearances for Sean Marshall. That may have been a quick gun on Rodriguez. Rodriguez has been very good this year, but we're gonna play hunches here. And now, for the Pirates, we're gonna pinch hit for Walker. Let me see. You got Marte. Starling Marte is going to get the call here to pinch hit. So Marte batting .262, 4 homers, 7 RBIs. Marte has played sparingly. He's also fast. Marte hard to double up. Bases loaded. Top of the 7th. Race for the National League Central Division title. Marte lines us towards the gap in right center field. That's going to be extra bases. That's going to bring everybody home. Marte going to second. Everybody comes home. Marte heading to third. It's a pinch hit triple for Starling Marte. And the Pittsburgh Pirates have taken a 4-2 lead with 1 out here in the top of the 7th. Second triple of the season for Marte, who drives this one into the gap. Everybody scores, and the Pirates have taken the lead. Huge at bat for Starling Marte. Here's Manny Sanguillen. He's 0 for 2. And the Pirates' division hopes stay alive. Sanguillen has struck out both times. Truth hurts Wilkie said, pinch hit for this chump. Well, we did. Looped out in the shallow left field. Dunker, that falls in for an RBI single. Loop base hit for Sanguillen. And it's 5-2 Pittsburgh. 4 runs in the top of the 7th for the Pirates. Todd, the bullpen idea worked. Yeah, that didn't quite go as planned, although I'll give myself a little bit of an out there, because I would never, was it my call, I would never have taken Warneke out to start with. He was throwing great. He was 70-something pitches. He may have gotten to 80, but that was it. So I never would have even taken him out. That kind of started the ball rolling. Chopper down to first. Flip there to Marshall covering. Clark is retired. Runner moves up to second. There's 2 away.
The batter, number 12.
Nice little nifty play there from Cavaretta. So that'll bring up Jake Stenzel. Stenzel is 0 for 2. And that's a bullet to right. Nicholson is there, though, puts it away. And the side is retired. But the Pirates strike for 4 in the top of the 7th. They pinch hit, bases loaded, bases clearing triple from Starling Marte. 7th inning stretch time here in Chicago. It's 5-2 Pirates. So Mazeroski will come in to play second for Pittsburgh. Now the Walker has been pinch hit for. Rick Reuschel. We're going to let Reuschel stay in. Hartnett is 1 for 2. He's had a terrible year, but he's got a hit today. Well, let's see. Who else is on this Cubbies bench? The Cubs do not have a particularly good bench. Kling, Morin, Woody English, Ian Happ, Steinfeld, Leon Durham. Durham 263, Happ 273. I mean, you could certainly pinch hit for Hartnett here. Hartnett can jack one out of the yard, though. I actually think we're going to pinch hit here for Gabby. I think we can pinch hit for Hartnett. He's just had a horrible season. I'm going to go Leon Durham. So Leon Durham will come on to pinch hit for Gabby Hartnett. 263, 2 homers, 10 RBIs for Bull. Rick Reuschel, who did a fine job to finish up the 6th, starts the 7th. Durham swings first pitch and pops it up. Elliott's underneath it, puts it away for out number 1.
Now batting, number 56.
So the order turns over. Here's Bill Dowling. He's 1 for 2. He's singled back in the 5th. Roden delivers. That ball is hit well to left. Going back on it is Clark at the track, the wall, looking up. It's out of here. Home run, Bill Dowling. His 9th home run of the season. He got all of that one. Change up down the middle of the plate. And the only thing that changed was the scoreboard. So Dowling cranks a shot to make it a 2-run ball game. It's now 5-3 Pittsburgh. There you see the StatCast. That one gets into the seats, out and left. Order turns over. Here's Bill Lang. Fastball in for a called strike. Fastball from Roden misses up high. So I want to make sure they have somebody going in the bullpen. They should. Jacoby and Don Robinson are going in the pen. Kind of feels like they should have a lefty throwing. Only have one lefty, and it's Felipe Vasquez, but Cavaretta and Hack coming up. Want to have Vasquez ready. All right. So Roden works to Bill Lang. 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th. Curveball swung on and missed. Fooled him badly, and Roden's ahead 1-2. Roden delivers. High fastball taken for ball 2. Roden asking where that was, although he has to know. That pitch was up in the zone. Two and 2, the count. Roden delivers. Fastball, and that one is a called strike at the letters. Bill Lang not happy. He thought that was the same pitch, but that one was a little bit lower. Roden gets the call. So now 3 straight lefties. Bit of a mound visit here to buy a little time, and Felipe Vasquez is ready to go. Closer Dennis Eckersley has started to throw. Again, Eckersley acquired from the A's earlier on the season. Eckersley, the rookie, and Eckersley has struggled since coming over in that trade. That trade has not worked out quite as planned for the Pirates. Eckersley has been very up and down here in his rookie season.
Ladies and gentlemen,
but for now, it'll be Felipe Vasquez coming on. Vasquez, 5-8, a 3.45 earned run average in 67 appearances. Vasquez, his ERA, at the time that the Pirates made the deal to bring Eckersley aboard, his ERA was up around 5 and change. So Vasquez has done a very nice job since that trade. So now let's see for the Cubs. Are you taking Cavaretta out here? Cavaretta does not hit lefties particularly well. This is not a great bench. Harry Steinfeld. Good pinch hit for Cavaretta here, and I think that's what we're going to do.
Your attention, please.
So Harry Steinfeld, the minor league all-star, comes up 244, a homer and 6 RBIs. For Steinfeld, as he will face Felipe Vasquez. 2 outs, nobody on in the bottom of the 7th. Fastball is in for a called strike. Vasquez from the set. Delivers. Fastball misses away. 1-1 the count. Stan Hack waits on deck. Fly ball to center. Van Slyke is there. Camps out, waits for it, puts it away. And the side is retired. So the Cubs get 1 on the Bill Dowling homer, uniform glitch aside. Cubs cut the deficit to 2, but we head to the 8th. Bucs still lead 5-3.
Your attention, please. This change
Steinfeld will stay in and play first.
Now playing first base. Number 53.
Coming on, Don Elston. Elston 2-1 at 2.47 ERA. 58 appearances, a fine season for Elston.
Now catching. Number 2.
Johnny Kling will come in to catches. Gabby Hartnett was pinch hit for. And now it's the heart of the Pirates order, starting with Roberto Clemente. Clemente is 0 for 3.
Roberto Clemente.
Fastball, ooh. Looked good, doesn't get the call. Ball 1. 39,609 in attendance here at Wrigley. 1-0 pitch. Day lines it out. One and one the count. Elston deals. The ball misses. It's 2-1. Ball misses outside. 3-1. Louis Stargell waits on deck. Clemente scorches that one the other way, but foul. So the count goes full. Elston delivers. Clemente, high fly ball to left. Ranging towards the line, giving chase. Pafko tracks it down by the line. Nice play, Andy Pafko, for out number 1. Pafko ranges a long way, stays with that one, puts it away. Here's Willie Stargell. Stargell is 1 for 3. Fastball is a called strike. Fastball there. In for a called strike, and Elston is ahead of Stargell 0-2. Curveball just low. 1-2 the count. 36,000 umpires disagree. Elston deals. Swung on and missed. Down goes Stargell. Elston's retired the first 2 men to face him here in the top of the 8th as he whiffs Willie.
Bob Elliott.
Nothing fancy there from Elston. In 1 curveball. Here's Elliott. He's 1 for 3. Curveball misses down low. is up high. 2-0 the count. Fastball there. Elliott pulled it down. Appreciate you all tuning in for this late Friday, creeping into Saturday broadcast. Elliott put this one down the right field line, slicing, and it lands a few feet down. So the count goes to 2-2. Elston working to Elliott. There's the pitch, fouled off. Two-two pitch. Hopped up behind the plate. Kling sheds the mask. That's pretty much straight up the chute. Johnny Kling puts it away. And the side is retired. So good job by Don Elston out of the Cubs bullpen. We'll head to the bottom of the 8th here in Chicago. Pirates 5, Cubs 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention.
And they're going to go to Kent to Colby. So even though there's 2 lefties coming up, rather than leave Vasquez in for more than the inning, they go to Colby. 2-2 with 3.04 earned run average. Interesting call here. I can't overrule that, though. Colby has been very solid this year. Gets the call here. Sinker there, misses down and away. I would have left Vasquez in to face Hack and Nicholson in particular. Then you could have brought Colby in. I would have gotten through the lefty portion. Sinker at the knees for a called strike. It's 2-1. Sinker misses again. 3-1. There's Bill Nicholson. There's the pitch. Lace to left. Base hit. Stan Hack. So Hack opens up the bottom of the 8th with a single. And the Cubs will get the tying run to the plate. And if you are just joining, first and most importantly, I appreciate you tuning in. The Cubs lead the Pirates by 2 games in the NL Central. Each team has 3 games to play after today. So a Pirates win here would bring them within a game entering the final weekend. Cubs win would put them up 3 with 3 remaining. Fastball in for a called strike. It's 1-1. Colby deals. Good sinker there. Nicholson. This is 1-2. Curveball from Colby down low. 2-2 pitch. Nicholson, high fly ball to left center field. That's going back. That's deep to left center. And that ball's out of here. We're tied in Chicago. 2-run homer for Bill Nicholson, his 38th of the season, as he takes to Colby deep. So the decision by the Pirates to pull the lefty, Vasquez, rather than letting him face the first 2 batters, here in the 8th, blows up in their face as the Cubs get a single from Hack, a homer from Nicholson off of Colby, and a disastrous bottom of the 8th for Pittsburgh. 5-5 here in Chicago. Sinker to Santo, misses inside. Lee Meadows and Roy face up and throwing in the Pirates bullpen. That's a dagger for the Pirates. Santo up the middle, diving stop. Bell knocks it down. Tries to corral it. Throws the first. Not going to get him. Santo is on base. Infield single for Ron Santo. Jay Bell did all he could. Just like that, Lee Smith is going to be up and throwing in the Cubs bullpen just in case the Cubs can get a lead. And that's going to be it for Colby.
Number 26.
So Kent Jacoby drawing on in a big spot for the side armor. Things go sideways. Now it's Roy Fates, 3-3 at 2.63 earned run average. His face deals with Pafko. Pafko is 0 for 3. Curveball misses down low. I want to see something. What do the Cubs have on the bench in the way of speed? Actually, they don't have anybody left who can play third, I don't think. Oh, Woody English can play third. Okay. Can anybody run? Nobody there is appreciably faster than Santo. All right, so we're going to leave Santo in that case because Santo's such a good defender, too. Smith throwing. Just in case. And who do the Pirates have coming up? Van Slyke, Bell, and Mazeroski. All right, that's fine. We'll let French start that in with the Cubs if it's still tied. So Santo on first, nobody out. Bottom of the 8th, the Cubs have tied this game at 5. Base delivery. Slider is in. It's 1-1. Wow is right, Todd. That pretty much sums it up. Bill Nicholson with a 2-run homer to tie it for the Cubs here in the bottom of the 8th. Fastball. Call that a forkball up and in. Two and one the count. Base delivered. Pafko reaches for one out of the zone off the plate and fouls it off. The count goes to 2-2. Base delivered. Swung on and missed. Beautiful forkball from Roy Fates. Swings over the top of it. There's one away.
The batter, number 9, second baseman.
Good bite on that pitch from Roy Fates. So now here's Javi Baez. He's 0 for 2. First ball there, it's fouled off. The team does not have a ton of team speed, really with the exception of Lang. Lang and Dowling can both run. Other than that, not a ton of speed on the base path. 1-1 the count. Base deal. Baez takes a fastball for a called strike at the knees, and the count goes to 1-2. He checks the runner. Now deals. Fastball up high. Baez takes it. 2-2 the count. Base delivers. Baez fouls that one off and the count will hold. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Baez nubs one to the right-hand side. Mazeroski ranging to his left makes the play, throws the first to get Baez for the second out. Mazeroski was shaded towards second there, but Baez didn't hit that ball particularly hard. Good job by Mazeroski getting to it quickly. So now here's Johnny Kling. Kling came in after Gabby Hartnett was pinch hit for, so Kling has to stay in and hit for himself here. 237, a homer and 13 RBI. Ball misses down low. One old pitch from Roy Fates. Slider swung on and missed. 1-1. Playing ground ball up the middle. Bell ranges to his left, snares it, whirls, throws, and gets him. Nice play, Jay Bell, to retire the side. That ball gets through. The Cubs probably take the lead, but they do tie it up on the 2-run homer from Bill Nicholson. We head to the ninth at Wrigley, tied at 5. So Andy Van Slyke will open up. The top of the ninth, Don Elston, 16 pitches. In a very strong 8th inning, he starts the 9th here against Van Slyke. Again, that 3-batter rule really does kind of impact things from a managing perspective. Elston deals. Curveball misses. It's 2-0. Again, risk of repeating myself too much. Cubs lead these Pirates by 2 games. Each team has 3 games remaining. Win here for the Pirates would put them within 1 entering the final weekend. Win by the Cubs pushes the Pirates back to a 3-game deficit with 3 left and a tragic number of 1. Jay Bell waits on deck. 3-1 the count as Elston works to Van Slyke. Fastball misses down low for ball 4. So Elston walks Van Slyke, who runs well. Now here's Jay Bell. Bell, a terrific bunter. Something to keep in mind here. All right, so let's take a look here again. I know it's not a save situation, but at this point, you're not really going to get into a save situation. I don't feel like you can get out of this game if you're the Cubs and not have used Lee Smith here. Going to go to him. So Lee Smith will come on. 44 saves, a 3.54 ERA. He has not been perfect by any stretch, but Smith has been very good. He's gotten better as the year has gone on as well. 53 appearances. Again, he's thrown 9 saves. This is a non-save situation. Again, at home in a tie game, you're not going to get a save situation from here on in. Bell squares the bunt. He lays it down. It's a good one. They're going to go to second for the force, and they get nobody. Oh, goodness. Steinfeld tries to cut down the lead runner. Bell put the bunt in a good spot, but did hit it a bit hard. But that is a tough play for Steinfeld, and instead, the Cubs get nobody. First and second for the Pirates, nobody out. Here's Mazeroski. Mazeroski, again, has played sparingly after a miserable start to the season. He spent most of this year down in the minors. There you see 164. It doesn't get much worse than that. The only reason Mazeroski is back up with the big club is because of the injury to Rennie Stennett. Fastball. Ooh, that pitch looked down and in, but Smith gets the call. It's 0-2. So now the Cubs really could use a strikeout from Lee Smith at somewhere in this sequence. A poor decision by Harry Steinfeld there. Van Slyke runs too well to try to take him down there. I know Bell hit that bunt a little bit hard, but even so, with the speed of Van Slyke, that was going to be a very tough play to cut down the lead runner. Take the out. 1-2 the count as Smith works to Mazeroski. Slider gets him. Down goes Maz, and there's one away. So that's the strikeout that Smith needed. Now here's Manny Sanguillen. We got to see if we're the Pirates. I'm not sure Sanguillen should hit here. Just because he's easy to double up, I think you want somebody who can run a bit. Sanguillen's hitting 274. I get that. Beckley's slow. Carey's an 87. I think Max Carey is going to be your call here. You're not necessarily thinking long ball. You want to try to stay out of the double play. Max Carey is going to pinch hit for Manny Sanguillen. Carey only hitting 229. And again, he's much faster than Sanguillen. You have to stay out of the double play here if you're the Pirates. First pitch fastball swung on and missed. Wrigley Smith rearing up and throwing gas there. Slank almost assuredly scores on a single. Carey puts it down to first. Steinfeld, they're going to go for the double play. 3-6-3 double play. And the side is retired. So the Bucs Pirates get first and second, nobody out on the gift from Steinfeld earlier, the bad decision. And the Cubs get out of it. Lee Smith gets them out of the jam. We head to the bottom of the ninth at Wrigley. We're still tied at 5. Oh, that one hurts if you're the Pirates. First and second, nobody out. You get a gift handed to you. When the sacrifice bunt ends up yielding nothing. Base stays on to start the inning. Dowling fouls it off. Let me see what the story is with Lee Meadows. Eckersley just started throwing again. Again, Eckersley has not been good. 4.85 here in his rookie season. Again, he had never gotten a chance to really make an impact for the A's before that trade was made. Of course, the A's have Raleigh Fingers in the closer's role. He's been great. Meadows warming up, Eckersley warming up. I mean, I'm okay with Pace, who's been so good starting the inning, but if Pace allows a runner, they have to reconsider that. Forkball misses away, it's 1-1. One pitch. Dowling fouls it off. Crowd here at Wrigley coming alive. Fastball up and in, and Face whiffs him. Good job by Roy Face to fan Bill Dowling one away. Order turns over. Here's Bill Lang. Lang is 0 for 4. He has struck out his last time up. Fastball called strike at the belt. A little above the belt, actually. Shot through the right-hand side. There's a base hit. So Lang is on with the potential winning run. One away here in the bottom of the ninth. Face has been better than either Eckersley or Meadows. I'm actually going to give him another. Pitch well since coming on. Stamina, he's fine. Forkball there, misses down and away. Harry Steinfeld blew out his first time up. Came on after Phil Cavaretta was pinch hit for early. Fastball is in for a called strike. 1-1 the count. We got a dandy going here at Wrigley. Base checks the runner. Delivers. Fastball is a called strike. Lang can run at first. One and two the count. Base deal. Swung on and missed. He gets him with the slider. Back-to-back strikeouts for Roy Bates. 2 away here in the bottom of the ninth.
The batter, number 6, designated hitter, Stan Hack.
So now here is Stan Hack. Pirates do not have another lefty in the bullpen. They only have one. They used Felipe Vasquez already. Hack is 3 for 4 on the day. First pitch from Face is a strike called on the outside corner. Oh and 1 the count. Pitch out. Lang does not go. 44 stolen bases for Bill Lang at first base. 1 and 1. Throw over. Lang dives back in. Half-hearted tag from Sargent. One pitch. Fastball misses down and in. Bill Nicholson, who had the huge game-tying 2-run homer his last time up, waits on deck. 2-1 pitch. Forkball misses inside. It's 3-1. So now Face up against it a little bit here. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Good forkball there, and the count goes full. Surprised that Lang has not made a break for second. He'll get a fresh start here, though, with the bases full count and 2 outs. Drop down the left field line, just foul. Oh, that was almost a bloop extra base hit down the left field line for Stan Hack. 3-2. Face will deal with him again. Hack pulls it. Base hit in the right field. Clemente comes up, and they are not going to test him. Even with Bill Lang's speed, they are not testing Clemente's arm there. First and second now for the Cubs. And here's Nicholson. All right, hold on a second. Let's ponder this again. Again, Face has been very, very good here. In 1 second, I'm not going anywhere. I got a crackle on my mic here. I want to see if I can fix. Second here. And we're going to lose the visual for 1 second. Still here trying to get that fixed. All right. Sound. That. Audio.
The headset.
Hopefully that takes care of that. Sorry about that. All right. Well, neither of them have been great against lefties. I'm going to ride. Face has thrown well here. Face is gone. Inning and 2/3. He struck out 3. Again, if well, I'm going to go with the hunch. I'm going to ride Face here instead of Eckersley. Again, just because Eckersley has not been great. You know, if Eckersley was pitching like Eckersley, I think it's a no-brainer that you bring Eckersley into this spot. He has not been great here. Nicholson is 3 for 3. If Face gets behind him 2 balls, I'm going to walk Nicholson. Instead, he swings away. Out to left center. Slicing away towards the gap. And that's going to get in. Ball game over. The Cubs win it. Bill Nicholson, the rookie, 4 for 4. He beats Roy Face in the ninth. Perhaps that was a bad call by me, trying to push Face one more batter. He's just been much better than the alternatives during the course of the season. And Phil Nicholson, and that is just a dagger for the Pirates. The Cubs, 3-game lead in the division with 3 games remaining in the season. What a win for the Cubbies. Smith gets the win. A great job by Lee Smith out of the bullpen in a non-save situation. But to get them through that top of the ninth, the Pirates had first and second and nobody out. Smith came on, got them out of it, and the Cubs pick up the run for the walk-off in the bottom of the ninth to get the win and all but clinch the NL Central and their first playoff berth in the 4-year history of the FSBL. Clutch performance, great game here at Wrigley. But man, not coming through there in the top of the ninth is just a brutal way to go down for the Pirates. Again, Smith with the win, Face takes the loss. Cubs 6 runs, 15 hits, no errors. This game was 2-1 through 6. We had 8 runs between the two teams over the final 3 innings. 6 runs, 15 hits for the Cubs, 5 runs, 7 hits for the Pirates. Phil Nicholson, your player of the game, 4 for 4, a home run, and the walk-off RBI to give the Cubs the big victory. Wow. That was a hell of a ball game. I always hate, when I go to the end, because the computer AI is erratic, let's say. I don't think it's bad, but it's inconsistent. So I kind of take over things in the 7th through the 9th as best as I can. And I thought about taking Face out there. And again, Eckersley is not peak Eckersley yet. This is his rookie campaign, which is one of the reasons why the A's dealt him, because his ratings aren't at peak Eckersley ratings as of yet. And he just hasn't been that good for the Pirates. And Face has been, arguably their best reliever, despite not being the closer. So I figured I'd ride Face out there for the Pirates, go with the hot hand. But Nicholson hitting everything today, burns them, and the Cubs get the win. So that'll do it here. Greatly appreciate. Let's see, actually, let's go take 2 seconds here. Let's get out of this. We'll get through the end of the day, and then we'll decide what tomorrow's game will be. Let's see. So that sims through the 24th. A whole bunch of minor league stuff, minor league playoffs that we don't really care about. All right, so technically there's 4 days left in the season. Almost everybody has an off day. So again, the Pirates will play the Brewers. The Cubs play the lowly Reds. The Reds have just gone in the tank in the second half of the season. The Cardinals trying to stick around. Again, the Cardinals have a game in hand. But the Cardinals have a 4-game set against the best team in the National League in the Philadelphia Phillies. So the Cubs now, so the Brewers have been eliminated. The Pirates' tragic number is now 1. The Cardinals sit 2.5 games back. So, the Cardinals can get to 82 wins if they sweep the Phillies. That's just a tough order. I know the Phillies don't have anything to play for, but even so. So the elimination number for the Pirates is 1, 2 for the Cardinals. So the Cubs are in pretty good shape here. The Braves are a game and a half up on the Mets and the Dodgers. Braves play 4 more. They have a game in hand over the Mets and Dodgers as well. Cardinals and Pirates are also eliminated from the wild card spot. The Diamondbacks, the only team still in things. Diamondbacks have won 4 straight, but they've got a tough road to try to make up room on the Mets and Dodgers there. So, with that said, the 25th, let's take a look here. I mean, the American League, like I said, at this point, is pretty much, is the American League set? The American League might be completely set at this point. Yes, the Twins. Oh, Twins have not clinched the division. Twins are up 3 with 3 left. Um, oh no, they've both got 4 left too. Oh, all right, so that's not quite set. But look at that, and the Tigers 3-7 in their last 10. The 4 Tigers led that division almost the entire season from the jump until second week of September, and let it get away from them. Although it wasn't even just them playing badly. The Twins have been unconscious since August 24th. But I think the next game that we may actually sim the games of the 25th and get to the final weekend. And then we'll kind of see where we're at with the Mets and the Dodgers. Mets play the Expos. Dodgers play the Rockies. And we'll see. That's an interesting series, actually, Tigers and D-backs. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to sim the 25th. We're not going to broadcast any game from the 25th. We're going to sim through that date. Padres had some sort of roster move, but the Padres aren't relevant right now. So you take care of that. All right, so here we go. Final weekend of the season. Cardinals won that first game of the Phillies series. All right, so the Cardinals are 2 out with 3 to play. The Pirates are 3 out with 3 to play. So the Cardinals have pushed their way into second. Asking the Braves won their game, so the Braves are up 2 on the top wild card spot. The Mets and Dodgers still deadlocked for the second wild card spot. It is not inconceivable we're going to have a 1-game playoff to determine the final playoff spot. But we'll obviously see what happens. But I think the next game we're going to do Cardinals and Phillies here on the 26th. And then we'll kind of go from there. So anyway, that wraps that up. I greatly appreciate you guys tuning in as always. Todd B was in the chat. Truth Hurts Wilkie was here. Dwayne Martz, Clee baseball fan, our good friend Tim. Be sure to check out those fabulous channels. Thank you guys as always for stopping by. Bang that like button if you haven't. Subscribe if you haven't as of yet. And most importantly, be good to each other. And we'll talk soon. The final weekend of the FSBL regular season, year 4, is upon us.